Hi, everybody. Got my
Hello.
friend Dora on here, and sorry for the technical difficulties. We've been for the past 20 minutes trying to figure out why I couldn't hear her, but now I can. So, welcome, Dora.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. Appreciate you inviting me.
I'm so glad that you're here. Sorry that we had a little hectic start, but super excited to have you on here now.
Definitely.
Yeah, and love to learn more about you. What I do know is that you're born in Peru,
Yes.
and
I was born in Peru.
yeah, and so you're bilingual
Yes.
and relatively new to real estate. So, have you been able to, and you're in Georgia, so have
Yes.
you been able to break into that community, like the bilingual community?
Yes, definitely. So yes, I'm originally from Lima, Peru. I was born and raised there, and then I grew up in Miami, Florida, and met my husband, and we've traveled different places ever since. And yes, here in Valdosta, we've been living here for almost 10 years now.
Wow.
And a couple of years ago, decided to get into the real estate market. A physical therapist for over 20 years now. So,
That's a big difference from physical
yes,
therapy into real estate. So,
yes.
how's that been? How's the journey been switching careers?
Um, it's been a little bit challenging sometimes, but other times very as much as rewarding as it is. Like I said, with patients, you work with them, you socialize, you talk to them about their history. I mean, I love just listening to everybody's stories
Yeah.
anyway. And that kind of translates into real estate, actually.
Yeah.
Um, I
Absolutely.
wasn't too sure about the business side of it because I felt like I didn't have any business background per se. But it's been rewarding in the sense that I get to help people as well, helping them find their first home and or guiding them in the whole process. So.
That's right. So, then what is like your number one source of business right now? Got to shout out to my friend Sia. Hey, Sia.
Hey, I would say my Remax family. Um, I've really been blessed to have people reach out to me, whether because I speak Spanish and or because I'm in South Georgia.
Yeah.
They kind of tag me, and I've actually had a call today about somebody else, and they just said they just Googled Spanish speaking realtor in Valdosta, and I popped up. So I was like, oh, well, that's
Wow.
good.
Yeah,
So
no,
that's
that's really good. That's what I was wondering, because we have a huge Spanish population here, and I don't even speak English very good, much less another language. But I wondered coming in from a different country and how that would translate. But that's been huge for you.
yes. As I kind of joke to my husband, it's like, I probably use 1% of my being bilingual in the physical therapy world, 1% of my language skills versus now real estate is more like 25, 40%,
Wow.
because there is a big influx of the community is changing, so
Yeah.
we're getting more diverse. Even though we're in a small you know kind of town, is still we have great diversity here,
Yeah.
thanks to
That.
Moody. We have a Moody Air Force Base here, and we also have Valdosta State University, and so that kind of brings people from all over.
Yeah.
I was looking at some numbers for Valdosta State University. They have over 100 students that come from outside of the United States, like that come to study here,
That's
like would it be. So that's kind of.
wow. And so, how did you do? Because your real estate, you said what you started in 2022.
Yes.
And then how is that coming along? What was your production like last year? And
I'm um I'm starting slow. I started slow because I still didn't know about the whole market and stuff.
what's it?
Um
And then you made a huge career change. Of course,
I know.
I was a high school teacher prior. I understand that it's a process trying to learn it.
Yes, and also time to basically build relationships with people, in a different way than it's more networking, a lot of networking and stuff like that. And I really enjoy that. Like I joke with everybody, I love to explore. So,
Yeah, like
so
Dora
I
the
go
Explorer.
everywhere. Yes, exactly.
I think you could use
So,
that. That's some good marketing.
yeah. So, because I'm in Peru, of course, Remax is all over Peru. It's all over Argentina too. I've, different countries, South America,
Wow.
and everywhere. I felt like Remax will give you that, give me that what I needed as far as being global and being able to approach everybody. But um, I love going to R4. Last year was my first year and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I got to meet a lot of people. I got to go hiking too with a group of
That's
friends.
so Colleen from Buffalo, she was just in Wilmington. I had lunch with her the other day and she said she was funny. She said that she met you on that trip.
Mhm.
And she said, I was really impressed. Like she got in a car to go hiking with a whole car full of strangers in the middle of a strange town in Vegas and just trusted, just got in
Yes,
there and went hiking
yes,
with us. So she said her story was amazing.
yes.
She said that she had said halfway through the trip, like, uh, were you not kind of scared getting in a car full of strangers?
Well, I trust my Remax family. What can I
Yeah,
say?
that's right. That's right. Well, that's awesome. And that's a really, yeah. And I've been with Remax 10 years, but my first R4 was the one that they did in Orlando in 20, I don't know if that was 2020 or 2021.
Oh,
And
during the
I have,
pandemic year.
yeah, and I haven't missed it since. It's a little stressful for me. I tend to have some social anxiety, but you're right. It was a game changer in the business. We got
Yeah,
Mark
for
on here.
sure.
Hi, my
Hi.
Denver buddy, Mark. Yeah, so where are your other sources of business coming from?
Word of mouth.
Yeah,
Friends referred me. I also get to refer people because I've lived, like I said, in Mobile, Alabama before this. So
right.
I have friends there that, sometimes need help and I
Yeah,
refer them to a trusted Remax agent there.
that's
um,
exactly right.
and so Virginia, I've lived there as well, and Indiana.
Wow. And are you happy that you made the career change from physical therapy or physical therapist into real estate?
I am. I really see a lot of opportunity, especially, as I'm kind of winding down. I would say, thinking of retirement. That was kind of like, the big draw for me too. It's like, I'm not going to be able to do this all the way up to retirement. I got to think of something else that maybe would help me with that. Not only that, but also I know we all joke about how flexible the schedule is, but yeah, you're always busy. Really, yeah. There's no 9 to 5 or anything like that, but it is flexible in the sense that it allowed me to help. One of my children is a cancer survivor, and so allowed me to be there for her when I need it, and
That's
without
right.
having to be physically somewhere to actually work. So that.
Is your child okay now?
Oh yeah, yeah. She's a cancer survivor now. Yeah, she's
Good,
18 now.
good. Wow, that's pretty scary. Gosh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes.
Yeah, I think, when people say real estate's flexible, I always laugh because
Yes.
to me, I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, okay, I don't work 9 to 5. I work from 5 in the morning until I go to sleep.
Exactly. Exactly.
But you are right. I mean, I was a single mom. I, my kids are now grown, but starting when they were 8 and 9, and it did. Now I couldn't really work with buyers when they were little like that. I did mainly predominantly listing, but it gave me the opportunity to go with them on their school field trips and it could still be very much a part of their life while working.
Yeah, definitely. And you have to do what you have to do.
That's
So
what,
in this case, that suited me, and it's been
yeah.
a great experience so far.
Yeah, and they say people like with your physical therapy backgrounds, that anybody like school teachers, doctors, nurses, policemen, firemen, anybody in the service industry tend to be really good real estate agents. So
Yeah,
again, you're just because you like to help people, obviously,
definitely.
so it's
Definitely.
that part of that character trait. But yeah, so what's been your biggest challenge? And I'm throwing all this on you. So for the public, she asked me what we were going to talk about. And I said I was going to let her run the show. And now I'm throwing up all these questions that I never mentioned. So
That's
sorry.
fine. That's fine. My biggest challenge,
Other than technology, because you're there, but not there. I don't see you or hear you, Dora. Uh-oh. So she was on her cell phone because her computer wasn't working. So hopefully she can get this. Hopefully we can get it back up and going. There you go.
So
Okay,
I
good.
think when a
Hey,
phone
Dora,
call
you're
comes
back.
in, I'm sorry.
No,
When a
that's
phone
okay.
call comes in, it just kind of took me off of the video for some reason.
Uh-oh.
Okay. But yeah, so the biggest challenge I would say it's managing my time wisely. And because it's really, I'm sorry.
No,
It's
you're
another
okay.
phone call. Of course, everybody's going to call you as soon as you get on a Zoom call or
Yeah.
something. Um,
So
but my
time
biggest challenge
management.
is just that having to, like, I've learned now that I need to have systems in place to be able to manage everything.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it just can go haywire, right?
Yeah.
And the other thing is just timing a schedule of some sort as well. Like,
Yeah.
making sure that even though, yes, I'm available all the time, for people that are in the different time zones and stuff, I have to make priority my family, my kids, my life too. I mean, I can get to you. Yes, I will definitely help you. I'll give it my all, but it's gonna have to wait until I'm available.
So
So
have you ever done a schedule where you just put every single thing on your schedule? Like put that family time, the time with your kids and your husband, significant other, whatever, schedule it, but also schedule work, like do the block scheduling,
hmm
which seems pretty simplistic, but that's what I have to do too, is I plug everything into my calendar and then I try not to miss any of it, including working out, which seems pretty silly. But in this industry, you do get busy and the next thing you know 10 hours have passed and you've neglected yourself.
exactly. Yeah, and now that my kids are older, I feel like now I can breathe a little bit. So I'm
Yes,
actually dedicating a little bit more time to myself too, because I feel like that's very important. I want to
it
be there
really
for
is.
them. So I'm making an effort now to make my days. I am not a morning person, but I'm making an effort now to make my days starting at 5. So I go out, work out at the Y, try to work out as much as I can at the Y.
Yeah.
Um, and then on at 5 a.m. to have a 5 a.m. class, and then start my day from there. So hopefully I'm gonna keep it up. That's what I'm like.
You
uh,
will. You will. If it's important to you, you'll make it happen. So then
Definitely.
what is your real estate goal for 2025?
Well, for R4, my goal was to make the 100 club. I'm close, but I'm not there yet. Darn
Okay.
it.
That's all right.
That
This
was my
year,
goal last
2025, you'll
year.
do it.
Yeah, I think there was another agent, a couple of them. I think that we made a pact. It's like we're gonna make it to 100 club next year. And
Yeah.
yeah, Ashley Warren in Nashville.
Yeah.
I'm sad that she's not gonna make me. She has a good excuse though.
Uh-oh.
She's having a baby.
Oh, well, that's a very
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, and so I'm close. Like I said, that was my first goal. But I still want to continue to learn. I feel like getting into a new career, you really need to build your knowledge. And I really feel like I never stop learning. So I have already received my MRP at ABR. So I'll keep working on those
Nice.
until my GRI is next, and then CRS is the next one. So
Yeah,
so
very nice.
getting there.
Yeah, it's important. This is my 18th year in real estate, and I still learn every day. About the time I think, okay, this is the year that certainly I've seen it all, then something
Yeah,
else happens, and you're like, holy cow, didn't see that one coming. So it's just
definitely.
like what I love about this industry and what I hate about it, all rolled up into one, is that you are always learning and it's always changing, it's always
Mhm.
evolving. And I think mentally that keeps it fun and exciting. I also think it kind of makes it exhausting.
Oh yes. Yes. All these changes, I need, our broker always keeps us on our toes. So,
Yeah.
making sure that we keep up with all the changes.
Yeah. We've got Eric from Virginia. Hey, Eric.
Hello.
But yeah, so it would be interesting because I'd love to talk to you at R4 about what your pillars of business are and to see if I can help you in any way. Would certainly love to help you reach
Oh,
your
yes.
goal of the 100% club because that's
Yes.
exciting.
Yes, definitely. I like I said, I really enjoyed meeting everybody. I met Hillary there. I met people from California. Rick also there.
Yeah.
Um, um, oh my gosh, my names escape me, but everybody's been amazingly great and just welcoming. I mean, for being my first year,
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going again, and I already have my son, almost my whole week planned, I think, because I'm going hiking, then I'm going pickleballing, and I think after that I'm just gonna pass out and then start Monday. uh,
Yeah.
I've already committed, or I've told Tracy Fondalou, that
Mhm.
I'll be volunteering for the welcoming committee because I felt totally welcome last year. So I feel
Aw,
like it's a good, especially being bilingual, those that speak Spanish and, can be
that's awesome.
of assistance too. So.
Yeah. Well, great. Well, I would love to meet with you there. Maybe we could go have coffee or a glass of wine or something and yeah, and see what I could do to help you achieve your goal.
Definitely, I would love that.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I am going this year and I did not book myself out like I have in the past because like 2 years ago, what I found is I was meeting people for coffee and then lunch and then a drink and then dinner. And then it just, I was running from person to person and I didn't stop to make those deep connections. It was more like, oh, it's great meeting you. Okay, I got to be somewhere else in 15 minutes. And it was exhausting.
Over, yeah,
It,
yeah,
it was completely overkill. So this year I'm going, but I'm not committing because also I enjoy kind of on the fly meeting new people and building those organically. So we'll see how my plan
definitely.
this year goes. I don't know.
I do attend some of the classes too. I mean, I really enjoyed it and I learned there's always a little nugget of something that you learn in every
That's right.
class that you go to.
That
I
100%.
do, in the long run, my long-term goal is also to get into more of the commercial side of real estate. I mean,
Yes.
I'm glad that Remax offers that as well. And of course,
Yeah.
there's more learning to be done in that. So,
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
yeah.
Brandon from Raleigh.
There's Brandon. Yes, I know
Yeah, everybody
Brandon.
knows Brandon. Yeah, he built his business on the agent to agent referrals. He's a great guy.
Yes, definitely.
So
Yeah.
his business, he's in Raleigh, so he's 2 hours northwest of me.
Oh, okay.
Just to kind
Yeah.
of give you a perspective of where
Yeah.
Wilmington is.
Yeah. Not too far. I have family in Chapel Hill, actually.
Oh, very good. So
So, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yes, that's
that's where I
nice.
went to college.
Oh, really? Which
Mhm.
which
I
one?
graduated in '94. I went to Chapel Hill.
Oh, okay. Great.
Yeah, yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
That's
It was
great.
fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
Yeah.
I haven't
Y'all
been.
just come to Valdosta. We have a lot to offer here, for real. A
Absolutely.
diverse community. We have, of course, the university. Valdosta State University is a small, college or university here. Uh, of course, Moody Air Force Base. So if anybody lives near an Air Force Base, I'm here for referrals to here, to there, whatever you are.
What's your
Um,
average price? What's the average price of a home there?
about
Oh,
250,
so you're
more or
still
less.
affordable.
Yeah, 200, 250. Yeah, you can get a nice home for
Yeah.
that. We have a lot of new construction going on. Um, Valdosta is has a lot of attractions. It's kind of in between, or not too far from Jacksonville, just 2 hours from Jacksonville.
Okay.
It's almost on the way from whatever you are to Disney. Everybody stops in Valdosta. um,
Yeah.
yeah, and then we have the Wild Adventures theme park here, um, and of course, um, and a lot of restaurants of different kinds. Your chains are
Uh-huh.
here, as well as like I was telling you about, a lot of international foods like Mediterranean. We have Korean food. We have others too that everybody loves. We have a small little French restaurant that not many people know about because it's very exclusive. It's only open Friday and Saturdays, and I think Sundays for brunch only.
Oh,
And they take
wow.
appointments early. Like, it's really nice. This is actually in a little town called Hahira. It's spelled Hahira.
Wow.
but it's pronounced Hehaira to
Wow.
everybody there. And that's where that little restaurant is. But everybody loves that little town of Hehaira. And there's a lot of new construction going on everywhere.
Yeah.
Um,
Roughly how many people live in your area? Is it a
in
big town?
in the city itself, probably about 60 to 70,000 people.
Okay,
But
so
then
kind
if you look at the county area, it's more like 120 plus.
so it's about the same size. Wilmington's about 110,000. So it sounds pretty similar.
But there are a lot of rural areas. So Valdosta is also in kind of industrial. There's manufacturing and light industrial too. So
Oh,
not
wow.
big major companies. So we have I don't know if you heard, but the Walmart is building a new milk distribution company here. It's going to
Wow.
be huge, and again bringing more jobs here as
Yeah,
well.
that's awesome.
Yeah, we have a lot of other companies like the Home Depot distribution center is here too.
Wow.
So lots of little places that, hire a lot of people. So
Yeah, that's awesome. Our job market here is terrible. We have the beach and
oh,
tourists think
I
that
know.
other than that,
You
there's
suffer.
yeah. Well, but most people, I mean, because I'm born and raised here, most people have left. They leave right after college because there's nowhere to get a job. So that's one thing COVID did is open up the job market here when people could work from home.
From home.
It
Exactly.
kind of
Yeah.
changed the dichotomy of the area a little bit for the better.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, everybody just started buying bigger houses, to accommodate that office or to bring the older parents in their home. So,
Yeah,
and
we're
you can
starting to
do
see a
that.
lot of that. Yeah.
You can
Especially as
buy.
the housing prices go up. I think a
Ex-
lot of people, and especially children, are starting to move back home and stay at home a little bit longer too now. Hopefully not mine. My kids are watching. I love you.
I know.
Living
It's
down the
time to
street from me
go.
is much better than living in my home, please.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
But yeah, it's really a nice little place to raise a family. That's what I tell everybody. It was nice for us coming here, raising a family. It's,
yeah.
pretty laid back, did lots of Southern hospitality. So,
Yeah, that's awesome. And with a price point of 250,000 to buy a home, you're affordable. And it sounds like you've got a great job market with Walmart and Home Depot and all those huge box brands, but you're getting the distribution center. So I'm sure they're hiring thousands of people, which is awesome.
yeah, we have Sam's, Aldi's. What else do we have here? It's a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Well, Dora, I look forward to meeting you face to face at R4.
Definitely. I look forward to it.
Yeah, to see what your schedule's like and see if we could fit a little bit of time in just to get together and get to know you better.
Definitely. Thank
Yeah,
you
well,
so much for inviting me. I really appreciate it.
I'm so thankful you joined and sorry we had a little bit of technical
I
difficulties in the
know.
beginning, but I'm glad you worked it out. So thank you.
All righty. Take
Awesome.
care. Bye
Yeah.
bye.
Bye. Good. You did good.